All right. Once you're done, we should be live.
Yeah, no, I'm done. Yeah, hopefully
Sweet.
we're live.
Then we are live. We've done it.
Okay, great. Cool. Yep. Oh, just got the notification. Excellent. Good work.
I did it. I pressed
Good
a
work.
button. Yay
Is
for
this
me.
weekend Easter?
Yes.
Okay. We don't get it off down here.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's actually kind of surprising.
We get a lot less holidays than Canadians. I definitely learned that the first year I got here because you guys get at least one every month.
Yeah, more or less.
I think we get maybe like 8 or 9 throughout the year. So there's definitely a few months where you have to work the whole thing. I guess Americans like to work.
I mean, we have a couple made up ones like Family Day. Like you guys don't have that. Not even all the provinces have that.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if like celebrating and appreciating your family is entirely fake.
Well, yeah, but it's not really a holiday.
I mean, are you complaining that you get the day off?
No, I'm stating that like it's not in the States.
Okay. Well,
It's a weird holiday that doesn't even exist in all provinces, but like I appreciate getting the day off.
Yeah. Although it doesn't really like affect your day to day in any way.
No, not unless I'm doing like shopping or something. Any errands I run kind of get messed up by it. That's about it.
So you actually dislike when there's a holiday?
Oh no, like as long as I remember it's a holiday, it doesn't matter. If I'm like too deep into work or just not paying attention, I'm like, what day is today? Oh, it's Easter. I guess I won't be going out today and buying all those important things I need to buy every day. I don't even know where I'm going with that.
Right. Yeah, I kind of even forgot it was Easter until like an Easter card showed up for my mom. And I was like, oh,
Easter's not even really that important for a lot of people anymore. I can't remember.
I
can't remember the last time I was excited about Easter, and I guess it was back when I needed the time off work.
Right. I was gonna say like I guess it's more for kids with like getting chocolates and hunts and whatnot. But it's also it's a religious thing.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of void for me. So it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I don't really eat chocolate, so Easter is such a non-thing for me.
Yeah.
Because if you even think of like other holidays that are like even a little more kid themed, like Halloween, there's definitely still like an adult version of that. There's no adult version of Easter.
I mean, it's because people haven't figured out a way to just let you get wasted. Once they figure out how to associate Easter and getting wasted, you're set. And then it's an adult holiday.
Right. I mean, that's true. I'm sure someone has like a beer hunt.
A beer? Oh my god, a beer hunt.
With like cans of beer or something, right?
I bet you someone has done that, and I'm sure it's extremely popular, yeah.
Yeah. I bet it like in Europe or something. I don't know. Yeah.
We've hidden like shot glass bottles around the store. Can you find them all?
There you go. Or just like in a field, so you get your like illegal drinking on as well. You gotta drink the shot fast.
Drink in public and illegally. Perfect.
Yeah. Paul's not here for people who are watching.
He's working.
He's working and
traveling.
Tomorrow he's going up to his parents for Easter.
There you go. So it's important to him. He's the one who needs it.
There you go. So we decided to record at the better time, which is Thursday evenings.
The old time, which doesn't get that much use anymore.
What are you talking about? We did like 5-6 months of this.
I mean, I said any more.
Oh, you mean like going forward?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, summer. Anyway, Paul's not here. But right before we start, though, I have a fun story. I somehow convinced. Actually, hang on. The Fate of the Furious comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
We're all excited.
Okay.
Fast and Furious movies are great. I somehow convinced my girlfriend on Sunday that we should watch all 7 of them this week.
I knew that was exactly where it was going.
I'm still surprised I was able to do it. She had only ever seen the second half of 1 before because I watched it a few weeks ago. So we watched the first half of 1 and then 2 on Sunday. And we've just been watching them every night. We are in the middle of 6 right now.
Ooh, okay.
As soon as this podcast is over, we're going to go finish up 6.
Nice.
But I think I can confidently say I have her hooked.
I was going to say, if she's made it to 6, she's probably in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a great series. And like, I highly recommend it. It's probably one of my favorite long-running movie series.
What do you think about the rumors that if he could think of a good reason for it, they would all go to space.
I mean, that sounds like the trajectory of what they are going. Sure, why not? And I understand they've already written 9 and 10.
Oh my! Of course they have.
So I feel like at this point, it's almost becoming like a James Bond like style. Like they're just going to keep rotating out cast members, and this could just go on forever. Like, why not?
I mean, eventually, like they're going to lose like Vin Diesel and The Rock and Jason Statham and all them. So.
Right. I mean, they already lost Paul Walker, who was like the main character.
Not out of his own volition.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, in each movie, they always add, like, 1 or 2 new characters, so they could just kind of keep rotating through forever.
The never-ending series.
Yeah. I mean, I'm for it. I'm for it. Here's a question for you, John. How many Fast and Furious movies do you think will come out before you're dead?
Ooh. Who owns the rights to it legally? It's not Vin Diesel anymore, because it's the studios probably.
I mean, Universal puts it out.
Yeah, Universal puts it out, so they would probably milk it, then put
it
away.
At the moment, they've had one every 2 years.
Okay.
That franchise is 16 years old.
Jesus, that's insane.
It's
a hot property too. I think they set a record in China this year with Fate 8, or with Fate. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it's not out yet. Maybe it's out in China already?
It's out in China, yeah. It's already set a record.
I wouldn't be surprised. Those last couple keep hitting like $1 billion.
Yeah. I'm going to say they stop at 12 to cool it down for a little bit, but then they either reboot it with a new cast, or they bring everyone back as like mentors to like train a new generation. And
I feel like that's how it's going to go no matter what.
Yeah, they're gonna take breaks and keep bringing it back as trilogies or something like that.
Okay, so what's the number? And then we'll check on it when you die.
25.
25, really? So they're not going to hit every second year until you're dead?
No.
Or you think you're going to die soon?
One of the two, really.
Okay. I'm going to guess... Let's see. I'm probably going to die in about 60 years, right? So that should be about 30 movies. I think they're going to hit every second year. So
you really think so?
38, and I'll just round it to 40. Just
all right,
for a nice,
there you go. 40 Fast and Furious movies.
The last Fast and Furious movie I will see is the 40 Fast, 40 Furious, and I will have seen the trailer for 41, and I'll be excited. But unfortunately, I didn't live long enough.
Are you saying that that 40 comes with the trailer for 41? They just start advertising the next ones in the previous movies.
No, what I'm saying is like I've seen 40, and now they've already released a trailer. Like it's been a year since 40 came out, and the trailer for 41.
I like the idea of them advertising the next movie in the theatrical release.
I mean, they have done stuff like the Marvel movies where like in the credits they like tease the next thing coming.
Yeah.
So
no, I literally mean like before you watch the movie, it's like now you're getting ready to see what happens at 40. Here's a teaser for 41.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe. But that's my guess. All right, we'll see who's closest.
See you in X amount of years.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do a podcast about video games though. Although I could totally do a podcast about Fast and the Furious, but
it would only be you because I only saw the first one.
Dude, you got to get on.
I look, man. I don't watch movies that often.
I'm just saying, like, that franchise is way better than it deserves to be. And adding The Rock was the best thing they've ever done.
I heard like things took a big upswing on 5. So
yeah. So watch 2. It's the worst one.
Ooh, that's really a glowing thing for me to do.
3 is the dumbest and one of the best.
That's Tokyo Drift, right?
Yeah, it's Tokyo Drift. 4 is you kind of have to muscle your way through 4. It's my second least favorite. It's fine though, like it's serviceable. But then 5, like they hit it out of the park and they just keep doing it.
All right.
But speaking of which, yes, Top Down Perspective is the podcast. John is here and I'm here.
Yep.
Hopefully we get Paul next week.
Sean, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? Whoa. Okay, I haven't been playing much.
Me neither.
Yep. Oh, I just looked at what you've been playing. Yours is definitely more important than mine, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I've been playing Yooka-Laylee some more.
I'm curious about this. How have your feelings changed on it at all?
I'm just slowing down with it.
Mm.
I don't care about the story, and it's literally just a collectathon.
Yeah.
Um,
Now here's a question:
it's-
have you played it since release patch? Because apparently they changed some things during patch.
I played it like yesterday, so
Okay,
yeah.
then yes, you would have. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see much of the difference. I only played for like an hour yesterday, though, so the majority has been beforehand. But I didn't have much of an issue with how it was performing. It was mostly just, I just kind of don't. There's not enough pulling me to continue wanting to play it, and it's basically gotten to the point where it's like, okay, how many pages do I need to get the next world? Okay, I'll get the minimum and then I'll move on because I don't care about this area. And like you need to like just collecting stuff. You need to love just kind of jumping around, platforming around, and collecting stuff. And I kind of just don't care enough to dive back in there voluntarily all the time. So I've definitely slowed down.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying it's bad. Like it's good for what it is. And but I just you got to know what you're getting into. That you just have to love collecting because that's what this game is. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but it still looks great, sounds great, except for the characters. I don't like when they talk. But it can be funny. There's some good jokes in there too. So apart from that, I played about 20 minutes of Overwatch this week.
Okay, because of the new event.
I wish I remember what it was called. They're all wearing blue.
It's
Uprising or something.
Uprising.
Yeah, it takes place 7 years before the game is, I guess. It's basically when the robots started to fight back, and it's Tracer's first mission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Really?
I loved it. I've only played it once, just because I've been super busy. But I just came out of that going like that was so much fun. It's kind of like Left 4 Dead.
Really?
Almost. Yeah. So the new mode, Uprising, there's 4 characters. It's Tracer, Mercy, Torbjorn,
And Reinhard.
And they're all they all got new costumes and stuff. And you're getting, and you have, it's kind of like the Halloween event where all the robots are coming at you in waves, but you have to move through the stage and perform different tasks.
Okay.
And that's where the Left 4 Dead comparison kind of comes through. And what's really cool is you'll get Ana and Soldier 76 and I guess pre-Evil Reaper telling you about like what's going on and like talking to you like, hey, a new wave's coming in, which would make sense because they were part of Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
So like if you care about the lore in any way, that's kind of cool too. And yeah, the enemies will also be like bastions. You'll get some like early version of Bastion. You get proto versions of the new robot girl, which I haven't played since she came out. Osiris, is that what it is?
That sounds right. Osiris,
something
sounds right.
close to that. So you fight against those as well, and there's also just like random robots and like little bots and stuff. Those are the majority, but it's definitely interesting when like a Bastion comes. If you're playing on the harder difficulties, I'm told like you really have to be like, crap, everyone has to get behind Reinhardt's shield because he's just gonna tear you apart. Because he'll just like run up to you and then drop into turret mode and stuff like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. There's like different types of robots. There's ones that like are huge explosions that like exploding bombs that you need to shoot before they get too close to you. But yeah, you have to like capture different points and then make your way to a payload and then escort the payload to the end and then fight your way inside. It's just like a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it. So I definitely think that is worth checking out. I don't know, you like Overwatch, so like John, you should definitely give it a shot.
I don't know. I logged in long enough just to grab my free loot box. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm in the mood to play anymore.
I think you should give it a try, like at least once. It takes about 15 minutes, but I really enjoyed it. And if you like Left 4 Dead, you'll be in for this.
All right, I'll think about it.
I just like that it's finally an event where the specific character I have to play as is a character I do play as.
So Tracer?
Yeah, that's what I played as, which was great. No one grabbed Tracer, and I was like, sweet, this is perfect, exactly what I wanted, because I don't know how to play those other characters like at all. I guess I knew how to play Mei, and Mei's snowball fight stayed for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, they also added the same mode, but you can play as any 4 heroes. So even if you
Ooh.
don't like those, I understand that's harder because if you do that and like no one picks a healer, you're probably kind of boned.
That makes sense, yeah.
So it's kind of actually good that they lock Mercy into having to be one of those. But you know, if as long as you have a healer, you can play whatever you want, which that's kind of nice if you have a team up for that. So, yeah. So I just played the one time. I'm planning to play it again. It was pretty good. That's all I've been playing this week.
Sweet. I only play one game this week, but it is a big one. It is Persona 5. Reese and I are playing through the game right now. We are 20 hours in-ish, I think.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Technically the clock is longer, but we've had a lot of points where we've had to leave the game running, and the clock adds up that way. We're not too far in the game. I think we're only in May. Yeah, that sounds right. We're on, for reference's sake, I guess we're on Second Palace, but like almost done it. Enjoying it. I forgot how enjoyable Persona writing is. I think this is the first one that I've really stuck with. I've played Persona 3 for maybe an in-game month. But 5 feels like we're probably going to, if not go the distance, then go pretty far on. We like the characters we've gotten so far. The English dub is a bit cringeworthy at times, the way they pronounce some names.
Okay.
But it's still got like the decent talking quality.
What's your Persona history for people? Where are you coming at this from?
Like I said, I played a month of in-game month of Persona 3, and that was about it. Okay. And the fighting games, I guess. So. Okay.
What about Dancing All Night?
No, not at all. I have no experience with the 4 storyline at all, except for the fighting game.
But do they connect in any way?
The fighting game actually is a storyline that takes place like a month or two after the plot of 4.
No, I meant like 3, 4,
oh,
5.
No, 3, 4, and 5 are all like separate. They're all at different schools and different parts.
Okay, are they in the same world, or is this like straight up Final Fantasy? They do not connect.
Yeah, no, I'm actually not sure. If you believe the fighting game, yes, but I don't technically know. I'm not sure on that one.
Okay. Because my history is I haven't played any of them. Except, you know, I do look at a lot of memes on Twitter about them, I guess. Those pop up quite a bit.
Okay, comment says 3 and 4 are in the same world. Okay, so 3 and 4 are technically connected. There is a crossover in 4 where you go to the school in 3. Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay, cool. Okay. So there might be something with 5 and people just haven't found it yet.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I have no idea. We'll probably end up being something silly like, oh, the main character is originally from the town this school was in, or he originally went to this school or something. I don't know.
Right.
But like, there's like the usual returning characters, which I can't say for obvious reason. But like, if you've played Persona, you know who I'm talking about. There's a mascot character like there was in 4, and I love and hate him horribly. He, like, when you're in a fight, he basically does like commentary on the fight. I think there was a character in 4 that did the same. I think Teddy did that. Yeah, in 5, the character that does it likes to repeat the same lines over and over when you hit character weaknesses, so it's a bit obnoxious. I don't know. I'm enjoying the plot. My one gripe I have with the game right now is, from what I remember in 3, you had the ability to kind of do whatever you wanted pretty fast. Like, for those who don't know, Persona, you're the role of a high school student, and you basically have to balance real life with whatever like the plot of the game is. So like, oh, I have to go fight these demons, but I also have to make sure I get good grades in school and stuff like that. I remember in 3 there was a lot of freedom to be like, all right, I can go study to build up my like intelligence, or I can go start working on social links with other characters. 5 for some reason has had a lot of points where it's taunting me, saying like, hey, you can do all these things, but then when I actually try to do it, the game yells at me for trying to do it. It's like, hey, no, you're too tired to do that now. You should go to bed and try again some other day. And then it'll say that for a week straight, and then I can't do anything, and it's kind of driving me nuts. Because
you gotta sleep more. Maybe you're too tired. I don't know. Maybe you're doing too much in the day.
No, that's not the thing. So if anything plot related at all happens, like the character, the mascot character will basically say like, yeah, you can't do any events tonight. You just got to go straight to bed for the next day.
Okay. Maybe it took it all out of you. It was a big fight.
No, like not even fight. It's literally like you could be in your school, you could talk to someone and then go home. It's like, oh, we've had a long day. It's
Okay.
like, no, we haven't. I don't know. I remember 3 being a lot more freeform and letting you do a lot more right away. And I feel like this one's like, I don't want to say hand holding, but like maybe cock blocking you a lot more than I remember the others. But I am having someone in the chat say like 4 was super slow to start and being able to do stuff. So it takes about 15, 20 hours before you get into it. And I guess that matches up with where I am right now in 5. So maybe that's just the case. Maybe after we finish this current like dungeon we're in, they'll stop doing that.
Okay. Sure.
Hopefully, because it's been like, I feel like eventually the game wants you to accomplish these certain things and you have a time limit. So it's, but it feels like it won't let me do it when I'm like, I know I have the time. Let me do this. I've planned out everything. And it's like, nope, you can't use these days at all to accomplish anything. I don't know. It's my only gripe with the game right now.
Okay. So
Otherwise,
but you're enjoying it overall?
I am enjoying it overall.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll definitely continue playing it. We're actually going to go play it after the podcast. So
You're gonna beat it?
no, God no, not tonight.
No, I just meant like, are you gonna beat it? Like, oh, in the end, you're gonna
Maybe.
commit to that?
Maybe.
Okay.
If we do it, I've got to do it before I leave in May for my next trip. So that gives us about a month, which I'm sure we can knock that out. We did Zelda in like 3-4 weeks. I forget how long it took us to beat Zelda.
Yeah, I still am just going slowly through Zelda. Some cool stuff in that game.
And there's also some dumb moments, but yeah. That's all I played. It's just Persona 5.
All right. Then let's go on to the news. There's a whole bunch. At the top here, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy got dated for August 22nd, and it's gonna be $40, American. So $4,000 Canadian.
So is this this is going to be a pure standalone? I thought this was technically DLC.
No, it's standalone. I think it's always been standalone. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit smaller though. It's cheaper, so I like that. Hopefully, it's good. I really liked 4, so I'm interested. And I think I can even on Amazon, I can get it for like 30 because of their Prime savings. So that's nice. Star Wars Battlefront 2 was, I think, leaked and then eventually like just straight up announced. But there's a trailer out there. I didn't really watch this because I don't care a ton. Darth Maul's in it, so same with
Was he not in any of the other ones?
I have no idea.
I guess they probably didn't really do much with episodes 1, 2, and 3, so that makes sense.
Rey's in it. You get
Ooh.
I guess in the trailer, Rey, Kylo Ren, Yoda, Darth Maul. All your favorite.
Yay.
Where's that dude from Force Unleashed? I actually don't really care if he's in a game or not.
The Apprentice?
I forgot what his name was.
He's literally just the Apprentice.
Sith Lightning. That was something you could get in that. What else we got? There's a weird Russian Switch bundle coming, I guess. It comes with Mario Kart 8.
This is weird. Yeah, like so it's only in Russia is what they're saying.
It's just for Russia. Yeah, so this is just like a Reddit post, but I guess it was confirmed. That's what the top comment is saying. I don't have any information on like pricing, but a lot of people are like, why is there gray Joy-Cons on the front and then colored Joy-Cons on the side? I guess it's just for Russia, but a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle is what they get. I don't know what the pricing is. I really couldn't find much information on this other than it's been confirmed.
I mean, it makes sense. Kind of it makes sense. I think the highest selling bundles for like the Wii and Wii U were Mario Kart bundles, so it makes a ton of sense.
I think it's like super early for a console bundle, though.
Yeah, especially considering they're still having issues stocking the damn system. That's
this month, right? Mario Kart?
Yeah, it's actually like in 12 days, 15 days. Yeah. It's real soon.
So that's like that's a 1 month turnaround before they get a bundle stuff. I already know.
And so I'm really curious what it just has to be for markets that they just haven't pushed hard in, which I guess is the case in Russia.
Russia, I guess.
Yeah. But it's also like a re-release of a game from the previous generation, so I can also see why they're like, yeah, we don't mind completely putting it in a bundle. But that's got to bum out early adopters if it hits like other markets. I think they said 440.
440. Oh, I don't know what the conversion is. How much was it in Canada?
Shoot. I think that actually might have been the conversion to Canadian. That actually might have been the Canadian conversion. Hang on. I'm looking it up.
So you're saying in Canadian dollars it's 440?
I think.
And how much was the Switch alone?
400.
Okay. How much are Switch games there?
Depends.
How much was Zelda?
80.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like you're getting the game for half price, basically, is what we're seeing.
Essentially.
If you get the bundle, okay. $80. Jesus. I
can't find the post that I.
Yeah, I couldn't find it either. So it's just a weird bit of news. Microsoft is looking into doing Steam-style refunds on digital products.
I think they actually have it implemented.
Yeah. I'll just read this little quote here. This is the full statement to the press from Microsoft. We're always looking for new ways to improve the customer experience and regularly release new features into the Insider program to encourage and foster fan feedback, which helps us test and refine features before they reach general availability. Earlier today, we enabled self-serve refund pilot testing for digital content via the Xbox and Windows Insider programs. And this testing is presently limited to select Insider members. Insiders can learn more about the criteria for claiming digital refunds via the Insider Hub. Beyond that, we have nothing to share. So I guess it's just for selected people at the moment. But refunds on digital products, that's probably good. That's probably something that we need to have going forward in the future.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
I'm real glad to see this, actually.
Yeah, this is quite forward thinking. I guess Sony will have to do this. They'll have to catch up, right? That's sooner or later. And I bet Nintendo never does it.
Yeah. Or if they do it, it's not till their next system.
Yeah.
And that's saying something since the Switch just launched.
Yeah, exactly. So good on you, Microsoft. I'm curious to see what the full criteria is, because what is Steam's 2 hours, or is it?
It's 2 hours or less than 2 weeks, and less than 2 weeks of owning it, or something like that. I think that's the same as Microsoft's. I believe they are the exact same.
I didn't see the actual info. At least in the article I have, they don't have it specifically in here.
All right, I read it somewhere today from official screenshots. It was 2 hours, less than 2 hours of game time. Owned it less than 2 weeks. There was season pass DLC and DLC in general cannot be refunded. I think those were the restrictions.
Okay, that kind of makes sense because those are usually shorter anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Today there was new Lara Croft Go DLC, which I was like, oh, that's great. I was even thinking man, I'm looking for a game that I'm really actually super into on my phone right now. So I re-downloaded that and booted it up. Turns out it's already had DLC before this. All this DLC is free, by the way.
Nice.
So if you haven't played Lara Croft Go since it came out, there's 2 DLC packs that just when I downloaded it, they were just in there, which I haven't played them yet, because for some reason the game thought I hadn't finished it. I'm pretty sure I had, because why would I have not finished it? So I ended up finishing it again, just the last level that I needed. But yeah, there's 2. The new one is called the Mirror of Spirits, and I forgot what the other one is called. But yeah, just a public service announcement. If you have Lara Croft Go, you got some free levels to play, so you should do that. That game's great. I believe this came today. The NES Classic is discontinued.
Yes.
In North America.
Good, because there were just so many on shelves at all the times. It made perfect sense to do.
I'm going to read the little statement from Nintendo. Throughout April, NOA territories will receive the last shipments of Nintendo Entertainment System NES Classic Edition systems for this year. We encourage anyone interested in obtaining the system to check with retail outlets regarding availability. We understand that it has been difficult for many consumers to find a system, and for that we apologize. We have paid close attention to consumer feedback, and we greatly appreciate the incredible level of consumer interest and support for this product. John, why are they turning it off?
Who the hell knows? I've seen a lot of people and pundits saying today basically it's Nintendo making a Nintendo move, a move that makes no sense to anyone. It's like throwing away free money. I have never seen it in stores. I have never seen it in a store. I would have bought it had I actually seen it in a store.
I've never looked for it in the store. I've had many opportunities to buy it online, and I have not.
I've had no opportunities to buy it online, at least for retail price.
I went to bestbuy.com today, and it was there.
Really? Because I went to bestbuy.com today, and it was not there.
I'm going to see if it's still there. I mean, I didn't really go through much of the checkout process.
If it is there, would you order it for me? Because I would appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, probably. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Some people are thinking this is their attempt to just find another way to market it later.
Seems to be there. Oh, wait, hang on. Sold out. Maybe that's what I saw. Maybe I saw it sold out and just saw the price there and assumed it was in stock.
Maybe. Because, like I said, have not seen it anywhere available. Anytime I've seen a post saying, hey, you can get these now, it's already been gone.
Yeah, I don't like this. Seems like they would. It's like if they stopped Amiibos, those things also sell like hotcakes.
I wouldn't say they've stopped Amiibos. I think
No. I'm saying this would be the equivalent if they did stop Amiibos, because those are also super popular.
Yeah. I've been seeing some stuff saying like they're going down, how much their earning is going down. That's probably because they're not releasing as many as they used to.
Are you talking about Amiibos?
Amiibos, yes.
Okay. We got to get off Amiibos. It was just an example.
I know. I'm just saying.
Why?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. The only thing that would make sense to me is if they were launching the Switch Virtual Console right away, which they didn't. Or if they were just getting ready to produce a new model. Or if they were getting ready to produce the Super Nintendo Mini.
I think even if they had the Super Nintendo one coming, like keep the NES one on there too. Why not?
Maybe they only had a limited time license for the companies.
For their own games?
Not all of them are their own games. There's Konami stuff on there. There's Capcom stuff on there. There's Square stuff on there. Maybe they were like, you can only do this for so long. But I really think it's just Nintendo being stupid. I really think it's Nintendo being stupid. The only other rumor I've heard that made sense is that they're trying to take the production things that would be used for the NES Classic and switching it over to making Switches. Which would make sense and would play into the next story. The NPD numbers are out for this month, and apparently in the United States alone, the Switch sold 907,000 consoles.
Is that low?
That is actually the highest grossing Nintendo system launch of all times. All right. And it's I believe, the second highest period. The only system that apparently launched better was the PS4. Here we go.
I thought like PS4 and Xbox were in like the 4 million. But maybe that's...
For the first month in the US, no.
Okay.
It looks like Switch and Xbox One are about the same at around 900,000. I think apparently Switch eked it out. PS4, however, sold about 1.15 million in its first month in the United States.
Maybe I'm thinking like overall a long time ago. I don't know.
Maybe overall, but yeah, like for the first month of the Switch being out, it sold 906,000 units in the United States alone, which means worldwide it sold over 1 million. I haven't heard anything about whether or not it broke the 2 million they were thinking they were going to do for their financial reports worldwide. We'll find out soon, I think.
You gotta think this is probably like everyone who like they skipped the Wii U, and they were like, "I'm finally gonna play another Nintendo. Get this. I'm gonna get this one." And then obviously Zelda helped.
Maybe Zelda helped a ton.
I mean, of course it did. Only what it was like 13%, 12% of Switch owners didn't buy Zelda.
Breath of the Wild sold over 1.3 million units. 925,000 of those were sold for the Switch, which is more than the actual systems that sold. That's a little weird. And
is that total or just in America?
Just in the US.
Okay.
And about 460,000 copies of the Wii U version sold.
Okay.
So yeah, Breath of the Wild already a million seller, almost entirely on Switch alone, which is very impressive, but also not shocking.
So to go back to the NES for a quick sec, when I saw that, I was like, I should buy one of these, I guess, because they're gonna be hard to find and it'll be a fun little thing to have. So I was, I looked, and I thought I had seen it in stock. Clearly, I was mistaken. But anyway, I then decided I'm never going to play this thing. Especially like with the way my TV's set up, I don't want to have to like bring a chair in from the dining room or like slide my couch.
Yeah, because they're so small, like the cords are so short.
Exactly. So instead, I just ordered a Game Boy Micro.
I mean, good, interesting purchase.
Yeah, I was just like, because I went to it and I was like, oh wait, these are $60. That's right. For some reason I thought they were like 40, and I was like, I'll just do it. And I was like, I don't want to spend $60 on this. Instead, I'll spend $110 on a Game Boy Micro. Anyway, so order one of those off eBay. Should be coming next week. It's the Famicom one.
Ooh, so it's got a slightly different game list.
What is that even? What are you talking about?
You said the Famicom Mini. Oh, the Famicom Game Boy Micro. Never mind. Sorry. When you said Famicom, I thought you said the Famicom Mini.
For a second, I thought you were like saying like, "Oh, it can only play some games," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I mean, technically,
no.
Technically, yeah, it can. There's certain GBA and Game Boy games it can't play any normal Game Boy games. It's only Advance.
No, that's fine. I thought it was literally going to be like, "Oh, those are the Japanese ones. They can't play Advance Wars."
No, sorry, that was a small misunderstanding on mine. You're fine. GBA is not region locked, from what I remember.
Right. Anyway, so hopefully that thing shows up. Hopefully it looks good and it's in an all right condition. At the same time, I put in a bid for a different Game Boy Micro, which I hope I lose now. But I believe I could probably just like send it back without too much hassle. So yeah, I should have that next week. That's exciting.
Nice.
Take that on the plane or something. There's a whole bunch of Game Boy Advance games that I like never got around to playing that I have copies of, like Final Fantasy VI, Advance Wars. Maybe I'll play those on my trip this summer. Who knows?
Oh man, you never played Advance Wars?
No, I never played Advance Wars.
Oh dude, I enjoyed it. I never got around to playing the sequel, but yeah, Advance Wars 1 was a good time.
Dual Strike?
No, that's the threequel, I guess. That's the DS one. There was 2 Advance Wars on the GBA.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I have a copy of Advance Wars sitting in a box at my feet.
Nice.
So,
I would hope that would be confirmation.
I mean, I'm not going to look for it right now, but I guarantee there's a copy of Advance Wars and a copy of Final Fantasy VI in the box at my feet.
Nice.
As well as Super Mario World. Because that's my creed. Got to keep those 3 games with me at all times.
There you go.
I don't know. All right. Biggest news of the week, obviously. Lady Layton. We got a whole bunch of news on that. This is the sequel to the Professor Layton series.
I honestly forgot this was a thing.
They've changed the name now.
All right. What is it called now?
It is now called Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel, and the Millionaire's Conspiracy.
That's a name.
That is a Layton-ass name.
Yeah, but like that leads me to think it's still Professor Layton.
It's his daughter.
Except for the Catriel part, I guess.
Right. Well, I mean, this is his daughter, right? So, this is coming out in July.
Has there been confirmation or not whether Herschel will be in it at all?
No confirmation about that part. Like, they've put out a Japanese trailer. You don't see any of the old cast. I don't believe so. At least the original trailer you didn't. Yeah, no, it's just all these new folks. And, you get to see the 4 Japanese voice actors. Great.
Ooh.
Okay, anyway. It's coming out in Japan on July 20th. As well as America, same date. However, Japan is getting the 3DS version. This is only coming out on mobile here.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No confirmation whether we're going to get the 3DS version at some point. I honestly don't care because, like, I've been playing Ace Attorney on my phone, and it's been fantastic. So I'm fine with this. It's been confirmed this is not going to be like that spin-off Layton Brothers thing for iOS that kind of sucks. It's going to be a proper Layton game. And price-wise, it's looking like the 3DS version is going to be about $45 or 4,800 yen, whereas the mobile version's price is listed at 1,900 yen plus in-app purchases. So now, about $20.
So what would be in-app purchases, I wonder? Extra puzzles or just stamina?
No, I doubt it will be stamina. I bet it's going to be really similar to Ace Attorney, where it's going to be more of the game. Because the way Ace Attorney's worked is you had to buy each chapter.
Okay.
How they split them up. Case, yeah. So I bet they split this one up as well, and I bet you get like the first half for the $20, and then you can buy maybe it's in quarters or something like that. Who knows? But I'm totally down with that. I'll even pay $45 for a new Layton game. That's fine. I've played $40 consistently for those games. So, yeah, maybe a 3DS version is coming at some point. But as for now, on July 20th, we get the mobile version of this one. And I can't wait. That'll be great. Hopefully, it's as good as the Layton games. All right. There was a Nintendo Direct yesterday.
Sweet. I missed a lot of this, so I'm curious to see the full thing that happened. I got bits and pieces, basically.
Overall, I was kind of just like, whatever. It focused on ARMS and Splatoon 2.
Okay.
Okay, the article I have up has it split into Switch and 3DS stuff. So I guess let's just go down the list in that order. The standalone Switch dock is coming to North America on May 19th.
Was it not already available? In stores, I guess.
I guess, yeah, in stores. Until today, your only option was to buy just the dock unit itself from the official store at $60, which is okay, but it doesn't come with HDMI or AC power adapter. I guess this one does. Pricing has yet to be confirmed, but expectations are that the Switch dock set will be $90.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great.
Nice. I know. I already got an extra dock and everything, so.
Splatoon 2 is coming July 21st with new amiibo. They showed off what looked kind of like a horde mode.
Is that the salmon run thing?
Yeah. ARMS is coming June 16th. They showed different characters, and you can like switch arms and have different arms, and the arms do different things. That video's on there if you want to see how ARMS is working. How do you feel about ARMS?
I am actually really excited for it. Honestly, I think it'll be fun.
Okay.
I know some people who've played it already, and they said it was a real good time, so I'm just happy to see them announcing more characters for it.
Okay. I think it looks like it's going to be straight up multiplayer, which means I won't play it much.
I mean, that's Splatoon, technically. I guess Splatoon had a single player, but you really played it for the multiplayer.
Right. Yeah, I guess Splatoon had an online multiplayer. ARMS, I don't know if I'm going to want to play one-on-one online multiplayer all the time. So, but
I think they announced a 2v2 mode as well, so up to 4 players.
They did show 2v2, that's right. I guess if you have a fighting game mentality, you'll probably be way more into this. I'm not huge into fighting games.
And that might be why I'm excited for it. So
yeah, which is why I'm not. They announced neon yellow Joy-Con.
I was wondering how long it was going to take them to get more colors.
Yeah, they also had different colored of the wrist strap part. That was yellow as well, although this picture shows it with gray.
You can also get the blue ones and red ones.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Payday 2 is coming to the Switch.
Weird.
Who was asking for that? What? This is just what you wanted, right?
I haven't played Payday in like 2 years.
I know, but you were just saying like I just wanted it on the go.
I mean, that's a cool concept, but I haven't thought of Payday 2 in ages, so it's really weird to suddenly be like, hey, let's get this. Especially if no one else gets it, then like single player only. Yay. It's not that good.
Yeah, well, this is who asked for this, but anyway.
It's really weird.
Yep. I don't even, what is this game? Fate Excelta, the Umbral Star.
Yeah, that is a PS4 Muso style game based on the Fate anime series.
All right.
Or series plural, I guess.
25th for North America, July 25th. Oh, is this the boob one?
Yeah, it's the boob one.
Kagura Refure. Oh, I guess this is also... Okay, this list we're looking at is both the North American and Japanese one, because I don't believe our video stream had anything about this. But there's a pretty choice YouTube video going around where you can use that HD rumble and with the squeeze in to squeeze some tits.
Yay.
Minecraft is coming, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Portable Minecraft, that's good.
That's been on the phone forever.
Yeah, still.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you're excited.
I'm not. I'm just saying someone is probably excited for this.
All right, sure. Who's excited for this who hasn't played a ton of Minecraft?
It doesn't have to be someone who hasn't played a ton of Minecraft. It might be actually someone who's played a lot of Minecraft and wants to also play it like on the go with the controller.
I guess that's really specific.
It's really specific, but Microsoft knows that it will sell on the Switch, which is why they're releasing it on there.
Sure, for sure. Namco Museum is coming this summer, which they showed Rolling Thunder, and then I was like, that looks familiar. And the game, there's a game, Rolling Thunder 2 is the name of a game I've been trying to remember for years.
Didn't we figure that out when I bought a copy of Rolling Thunder or something like that? I thought we had talked about this a long time ago.
I remember asking you what this game was, and I thought in the back of my head we didn't come to a conclusion, but now that you're saying this, maybe we did. I don't know. There's a reason I couldn't remember Rolling Thunder, but anyway. Rolling Thunder 1 is going to be on this.
10 games are included in the package, including classics of Pac-Man, Galaga, Splatterhouse, Rolling Thunder, Sky Kid, and Tank Force. 10 games. But it's only $30.
Something. Oh, they showed Sonic Forces. So there's another Sonic game coming.
Oh yeah, that's the Sonic Generations 2.
Oh, was that Sonic Generations 2? I thought that was Sonic Generations 2. Okay, I didn't know it had a different name.
Yeah, they've renamed it the Sonic Forces.
Okay. Sonic Generations was just too muddied in the water. They had to divorce themselves of that.
I think it's more that they wanted to do other stuff with it, but they also wanted to bring back classic Sonic. Because they realized
Maybe
how
they're
much...
just trying to use every single word in the English dictionary.
That could also be the case.
Yep. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition.
What?
It's coming to the Switch.
I feel like I heard about this a while ago, and I'm still forgetting about it.
It's a Switch exclusive.
I mean, Rayman Legends is a real good game.
Yeah.
But it's also how many years old at this point?
Yep, that's true. You know, all these things that you really wanted on your Switch. Payday 2, Rayman Legends.
An interesting relates to local co-op in that players on 2 separate systems can team up together. This isn't anything new. You can do it in some 3DS platforms, for example, but that's opinion. Option to the Switch. No online co-op, but that's not particularly surprising as this is a platformer, and I don't think any of them had that anyways. Okay, yeah, this was announced back in January, so that's why I thought I'd heard of this before.
Sign Mora EX.
Oh yeah, the shooter that I think Suda was involved
Chasers
with.
Night War are coming.
Battle Chasers Night War.
I guess these are both THQ things. One of them, yeah, both of them are THQ Nordic games. Project Makuru. Oh, this was that like ground pound game. It's a first-party multiplayer title heading to the Switch eShop. This thing in my opinion, looked like a Mario Party minigame turned into a game. It's like competitive. You have to like do a ground pound, and then parts of the map turn to your color, and so someone else has to like do it, and you can like chain stuff.
I can't watch the video. It says it's unavailable.
Yeah, me too. Oh, and then showstopper. Ubisoft is bringing Monopoly to the Switch.
Really?
Yep.
With HD Rumble for rolling the dice. Heck yeah.
Yep. No, they even said, yep. I stand by my statement that Monopoly is the worst game of all time.
They have found ways to speed it up, so it's not completely intolerable, but it's on that list. I'll give you that.
Show me someone that wants to play Monopoly, and I will show you a liar.
Usually it is a small child. The last time I played Monopoly was with a small child.
It's because they didn't know better.
That's probably true.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the 3DS. Hey Pikmin is coming on July 28th with new amiibo. That name just makes me think of Hey You Pikachu.
I hope it is not going to be the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's any voice control in this game.
Before we jump ahead on 3DS, can I actually comment? I'm looking at the picture of this Monopoly game. They actually have all the Joy-Cons removed, and they're all around the tablet like it's the actual game board. It actually is kind of cool. I like that kind of concept. I just wish it wasn't Monopoly of all things doing it.
Okay. That now concludes our being positive about Monopoly. This one-time event.
Yeah, our one and only time about being positive about Monopoly.
Yep. I guess that's not even tabletop mode. Tabletop mode, you need to use the kickstand. It's an all-new mode. Oh shit!
Flat desk mode. Heck yeah!
Crap! Put that on the box. In the chat, Wiki the Fish says Settlers of Catan would be cooler. I'm going to double down on that and say anything else would have been cooler than Monopoly.
I'm surprised it's Ubisoft of all companies that has the license right now. Last I heard, it was still EA.
Yeah, I don't know. Where's my DJ Hero 3, Ubisoft? It's because they own freestyle games now.
I was gonna say,
they don't own DJ Hero. Activision still has that.
And
anyway,
they're not gonna do shit with that.
I can dream. Hey, Pikmin, July 28th. Looks okay. I don't know. Kind of makes me think of like Chibi Robo when that had a 3DS game, and that kind of just came and went. Ziplash.
Yeah, damn. I was gonna play that, but they made it seem like you needed the amiibo to really get the most out of it, which was really weird. So I never played it.
Ever Oasis.
This was
Oasis Journeys.
This was the RPG that they teased like last E3, I think.
No, they weren't at E3. I think it was just whatever their last direct was. Ever Oasis comes June 23rd. I guess it's Kirby's 25th anniversary. They did not announce Tilt and Tumble for the phone. So I'm already bummed out. They announced like 3 Kirby games. The first was Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. It's a free to start game. I think it might be out already.
Yes. That's the one they already came out. So this is the same thing that Kirby Triple Deluxe had 2 minigames that they turned into full-blown eShop releases. They're doing the same thing for Planet Robobot because Kirby Clash was in Robobot, and so is the other one. I can't remember what it's called. Kirby's
Blowout Blast?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know these were from Robobot, so that's just kind of a bummer.
So yeah, like that's why they're just Blowout Blast they're actually fleshing out a lot more because that had 3 stages. This one says it has 25, and it looks a lot more visually interesting than
okay.
The one in Triple Deluxe
or Robobot. Just get Planet Robobot.
You should. It's better than Triple Deluxe.
I like Triple Deluxe a lot. I'll probably pick that up.
Then you should get Robobot.
Of some like 3DS titles to pick up for my summer trip, my big trip, because I don't think I'm going to bring the Switch. There's just nothing to play on it.
That's fair.
And one of the only like 3DS titles I still haven't like played really is Robobot.
Robobot was really good. I really enjoyed it.
And they also said a new multiplayer action game for the Nintendo 3DS systems is coming this holiday.
What?
So there's another Kirby game coming.
Oh man, if that ends up being like an Amazing Mirror 2, that would be incredible. I wish they would do that, but I doubt they will.
Air Ride 2.
Multiplayer action.
That had multiplayer? That's like how I spent most
action,
of that game.
Though. Action game. They straight up said action game, which means like traditional Kirby.
I think it means sick grinds on the Warp Star.
You're right. That's my favorite kind of action game. Sick grinds. Kirby's sick
Seriously,
grinds.
Why is Tilt and Tumble not on my phone? Come on, Nintendo. That's a free one. You can have that. Monster Hunter Stories is coming to the West.
Yeah, that almost seems like a no-brainer.
I don't really know what Monster Hunter Stories is. Kind of looks like Pokemon. Sounds like Pokemon a bit. Miitomo is confirmed for the West. And by Miitomo, I mean Miitopia. Or do I really? Because it kind of just looks like Miitomo.
So apparently this is like an actual RPG with like gameplay, which would be way better than... I've already forgotten the name, but you literally just said it.
Miitomo?
Thank you. That's how little I cared about Miitomo.
What was the one that came on the phone?
That was Miitomo.
Oh, what was the 3DS one?
Oh, Tomodachi Life.
Is that Tomodachi Life? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're what? I thought there was a Me one, or was that just you made like Me's?
No, in Tomodachi Life, you actually made Mii's, and you gave them voices and stuff and
right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay.
I don't know, man. Miitopia is a fascinating game as it delivers a surprisingly deep and complex RPG with a cast made up entirely of Mii characters. Core concept is that you can have the game use your collection of Mii characters so you can have as bizarre a quest as you like. And they show like a dude in a tank suit hanging out with someone dressed like Petey Piranha, a witch, and a
fireball.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If anything with me in the title, my eyes kind of glaze over.
Do they even say, like, I guess they say it's for 3DS because based on the screenshot, but I don't know. I feel like it might be quirky enough to be good, but unless it's like really good, I hope it's not full price.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
RPG Maker Fez gets a June release date. I saw some people actually pretty interested in this. So RPG Maker's coming to the 3DS?
Yeah, I've already got it pre-ordered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bye Bye Box Boy was released.
Yeah. I only just finished the previous one, like, on my last trip. So I was like, oh man, I'm like, oh man, I got a couple months before Bye Bye Box Boy drops. Nope. It's already out. It's like, damn.
Yeah. I haven't picked it up yet. I will sooner or later.
I'm sure it's just as good, if not better, than the previous ones.
Yep. Yokai Watch 2 is coming this fall.
No, the definitive version, the Pokemon Crystal of Yokai Watch 2, because the two versions of Yokai Watch 2 have been out for like a year at least.
Okay, Fleshy Souls, you're right.
Yeah.
When I just saw Yokai Watch, I was just like, I'm gonna focus on something else for the next 3 minutes. And this was not in the English one. Dr. Kawashima's Devilish Brain Training is coming to Europe on the 3DS on July 28th.
Weird.
So more Brain Age games, I guess. Yeah, so anyway, the Splatoons, we're getting new Splatoon, sorry, the new amiibos, Splatoon amiibos, there's some Zelda amiibos, and a whole bunch of Smash Bros. Amiibos.
Yeah, they're finishing off the Smash Brothers characters that they didn't have amiibos for, which were Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates, Bayonetta, and Cloud. So
each of them have 2 versions.
Yes, male and female Corrin, Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 versions of Bayonetta, and Final Fantasy 7 and Advent Children Cloud.
Yeah. I think I've seen already Cloud is GameStop specific.
Cloud Player 2 and Bayonetta Player 2, or no, it was Twilight Princess Link. Yeah, so it's Cloud Player 2 and Twilight Princess Link are GameStop exclusive.
Yeah, I can't remember which one Amazon exclusive was, and I don't know the other ones.
Basically, amiibos have not changed, and which sucks.
Wait, do you want them to change?
No, I mean like the exclusive realtor.
Oh, the exclusive part. Okay.
Yeah, I hate like having to go to specific retailers to find them.
All right. Last bit of news, which is just real interesting. Someone actually wrote this one in for us. Darksiders Remastered is still coming to the Wii U.
Why?
THQ came out this week and confirmed that yes, despite what you may have heard, the Wii U version of Darksiders War Mastered Edition is coming out May 23rd for $20.
I mean, all right, that's like next month, so that's not that big a deal.
I'm just surprised anything's coming to the Wii U, and I'm surprised it's Darksiders 1.
They can't let Just Dance be the last game on all these systems.
Sure you can. Every other system lets that happen.
I guess.
That's how you know the system is dead. When the final Just Dance comes out, they're like, all right, now we can finally put the nails in the coffin. We were waiting for you, Just Dance. Insert year.
I mean, yeah, like didn't the Wii get a Just Dance recently? Whatever the last version of Just Dance was, it actually was also on the Wii.
I think it was last year the Wii got it.
No. I remember specifically Just Dance 2017's got to be on.
I remember us laughing about that, but I thought this was last year.
Just Dance 2017 is indeed on the Wii.
Okay, all right. I was mistaken. There we go. When does that come out?
It's already out.
Okay.
It came out back in October, apparently.
Is there anything after Darksiders coming out?
Well, that's for Wii U.
You're right. This is 2 different separate things. Because I'm sure the Wii U is still going to get some Just Dance in the future as well. That's it for news.
All right, sweet.
Let's go on to some questions. Where can people send questions?
TopDownPerspective@gmail.com, TDP Podcast on Twitter, Top Down Perspective on Facebook, or my P.O. Box, which I have not checked in a while, which I should probably go check. All right, let's see what we got here. The first one comes to us from David. David writes in and says, with the Stanley Cup starting and in the same vein as last week's question, what would be your lineups for a hockey team made up of video game characters? Also, in a surprising twist, every Canadian team except the Jets made it to the playoffs. I assume Paul and John are rooting for the Flames. Is Sean rooting for the Sharks, or does he even care in the slightest? I hope you all are doing well, and go Flames or go Leafs.
I don't care.
Well, we got that confirmed.
My dad keeps telling me about the Flames.
Yeah,
So.
we actually have someone in chat who's been giving us updates on the Flames game right now. Honestly,
Oh, have we? Okay.
I believe it is 1-1 currently.
Where are the Jets from?
Winnipeg.
That explains why I haven't heard about it much.
They went back to Winnipeg like 2-3 years ago, maybe a little more than that.
Where were they before that?
So there were the Winnipeg Jets for years. Then they got moved to no, they weren't Arizona, and they weren't Colorado because that was the Quebec Nordiques. Either way, they moved to the States, and then another team left the States and came back to become the Winnipeg Jets. So the original Winnipeg Jets team is an American team, and then we took a different American team, and now they're the Winnipeg Jets.
They just kept the name. That's so weird. I guess if they're like, well, we got all these jerseys and like flags and stuff.
Oh, it was the Thrashers, right? Atlanta.
Okay. So you're cheering for the Flames, obviously, right?
I mean, home team, gotta. They're fucked though. They're not making it through round one. If they do, I'll be legit impressed.
Okay. If they do, you're gonna run down the Red Mile and light a car on fire.
Yes, that is clearly me. So here's the thing: they're up against Anaheim, the Mighty Ducks, or I guess just the Ducks now, and they haven't won a home game there in the playoffs since it was like what 2004. Apparently, like it's a really long time, and Anaheim has the home team advantage, so they get more games at home than the Flames do. So the only way the Flames are going to win is if they break the
power bonus.
Yeah, so the only way the Flames are going to win is if they can break that streak, which the Flames have done weirder things, so who the hell knows? I'd be pleasantly surprised, because then it could also mean that round 2 would be Edmonton versus Calgary, but it's probably not going to happen because I think Edmonton is also getting their ass handed to them. Okay. Although it's only been one game, so I guess I can't really say handed to them.
I would
also sports.
Net.
You would what?
I would put a Goron in net.
I would put is it a Womp or Thwomp? What is the giant plank? Give me a giant plank.
The giant plank? What you mean, the giant rock guy? What do you mean plank?
I mean, he's a giant rock plank. He's a giant slate. Or I guess give me the one that falls from the ceiling and then would crush any puck or any shot that went through.
Therefore, just sit there.
That too.
But hang on, he's only going to go down when like a person approaches. So if you shoot from far away, he's not going to go down.
Ooh, unless he locks onto the puck. I don't know. Now you've given me something to think about.
If you shoot a shell in Mario, does he go down? I don't think so.
There's not even that many points where you can have the shell. I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I'm trying to think of like ice-based stuff. Ice levels are always the worst, I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm. So that means you love hockey games.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Bayonetta would probably just be good somehow.
She wouldn't like it. She's like, it's too barbaric for me to play, or something like that.
I just feel like she's probably good at skating. Like probably, right?
Isn't there like a skating bit in one of the Bayonettas? I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean...
You're right. She's probably good at skating.
I feel like she's probably good at it.
I feel like she'd be a figure skater, but like a full combat figure skater, which would also be pretty cool.
How have we not said Lucio?
I don't... Oh, right. He actually has a hockey gear. He actually has an actual hockey outfit. You're right.
Yeah. Someone says that ice skates are one of her weapons.
Ah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
There we go. Someone says, what about a boo for trickery?
Well, that's in every Mario sports game, period. Speaking of, have you tried this Mario Sports Superstars yet? I'm actually curious about it, but I haven't sat down and played it yet because I haven't been using my 3DS.
Wait, is this the 3DS Sports Mix one, or is this a different one?
This is the 5 sports in one. This is the one with soccer, baseball, tennis, golf, and horse racing.
No, I haven't. Surprisingly, no, I passed this one up, and it's killing me.
I can tell. You seem real distraught.
Yeah. Someone says Reinhardt. Okay, sure. Any ninja. Pick a ninja from a video game. I bet he'd be good too.
Sure.
I got this next one. Actually, I'll take this next two. Sky. How about playoff predictions? Do you have anything else you want to add for sports? Hockey?
Go sports.
Who's going to win?
I have no idea. I've forgotten all the teams that are on there. It won't be a Canadian team. I was listening to the radio the other day, and someone said like it was going to be Montreal and God, what was the other team they said? Montreal and Chicago. I was like, what? No, Chicago maybe, but not Montreal. I don't know. Looking at this roster right now, I'm probably gonna stick with Chicago, but I think they're losing right now, aren't they? Yes, Nashville's currently winning their series. I have no idea, is what I'm saying.
You gotta make it. You gotta make a guess, and then we'll come back to it.
All right, I'll stick with Chicago.
All right, Chicago.
But man, if the Leafs did it, that'd be hilarious.
Okay.
They won't do it.
Is that who you would like low key want to win?
I would low key. So here's the thing: being from the east coast of Canada, I both would love and would hate the Leafs to win. I would love the Leafs to win because it's just like, man, they're like the shittiest team in Canada usually.
Where are the Leafs from?
Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Like
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, they're usually considered one of the worst Canadian teams. But although so seeing them actually win would be like the biggest treat in the world. But I know so many Leaf fans who would be completely insufferable if they won, including my sister. So I don't want the Leafs to win.
What's the most East team? Is there a Maritime one?
The most East team is Montreal. Usually, if you're a Maritime like hockey fan, you either root for the Leafs or you root for the Canadians.
Which team? Which city is the Canadians?
Montreal.
Oh, okay.
Toronto or Montreal is who you root for.
All right. Dead in Sky also writes, John, on the latest Dokapon Kingdom video, you mentioned that you only watched Monsters, Inc. in church.
Yes.
This leads me to the question, why was your church so cool? I've never heard of that type of event happening, even in Sunday school.
I mean, it wasn't Sunday school. I think it was like during a lock-in or something like that.
So someone replied with a lock-in? What is a lock-in? That sounds awful.
A lock-in is basically a sleepover in the church.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's not like a lockdown when you're at school and then like shit's going down.
No.
Okay. Why would you have a sleepover at the church?
Because all the other kids are going. Like it's a youth group thing. So everyone in your youth group would just like hang out at the church, stay up all night, play games, video games, or like group games or board games or whatever.
Right.
Watch movies and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. All right. Next one's yours.
All right. Sorry, I was not paying attention to the list because you read off both of Dead Ends. John writes in and says, so recently some info has surfaced that Sega and Gameloft are working on a follow-up game to Sonic Runners called Sonic Runners Adventure. While it's still technically considered a rumor at this time, there have been some pretty solid reasons that this could be a reality, as the game was listed on Gameloft's support page before being removed and even had its own FAQ page, which clued in on what changes they're making from the original Runners game, such as unlocking characters with rings instead of the roulette, connects to the internet only on the first launch, etc. I'm curious as to whether or not you guys have played Sonic Runners. I haven't. I don't know about you.
I don't know what that is.
Before
is it on the phone?
Yeah, before it shut down last year. And what you guys thought of the game. I'm pretty new to the podcast, so forgive me if you guys have talked about Runners before. And if there's anything you would like to see changed, added, removed, or improved upon in Runners Adventure. I heard Runners was enjoyed by a lot of people online, but like I never played it. I played Sonic Dash, I think it was.
Is that also on the phone?
Yes. That's like the jungle run of Sonic games.
Temple Run? Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Temple Run, sorry.
I knew there was a Sonic one of that. I was wondering if you were talking about this.
Yeah, there's two of those. There's two of those for Sonic, and then there's the Sonic Runners game, which is like a racing style game, I believe-ish.
Okay. Sonic R? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's like
I can get behind some Sonic R.
I'm making sure I'm looking at the right thing about Sonic Runners. I'm not getting this confused with something else. Okay, yeah, so it's like a sideways platform, like racing running game.
Oh, so you mean like a Sonic game?
Yes.
Okay.
But you're also like fighting like Eggman and stuff like that too, by the looks.
Sonic Runners. Okay. No, I didn't play this. What would I like them to change? Take Sonic out of it. That would probably get me more interested in it.
I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to, so I'm sure they'll make it better.
Looks like you can play as Shadow wearing a top hat. I'd
play it for that. There you go.
Yeah, okay. Jack Kick K says, How are the Nintendo Switch's online servers? Is it better than the Wii U? And then I don't really understand this question. Do you think the whole online service is worth it for someone used to only paying the internet bill?
I think they're basically saying, is it worth paying money for the online service?
Okay. Is there anything to use the online service for?
The only thing that I know currently you can play online is like they had the Splatoon test servers and Bomberman R, but Bomberman R uses like peer-to-peer. It doesn't use the Nintendo servers yet, apparently.
And the Splatoon thing is over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they might be doing another one, but it's not all the time. Like it's for like weekends or whatever.
Yeah, you're better off asking this question once Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is out. That's going to be the real test.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything except download snipper clips with online.
Yeah, I am racking my brain right now to think of any of the games on my Switch that have online aside from Bomberman.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's better than the Wii U. But I mean, I think the main question is, because you're gonna have to pay for it this time, is it worth it? And you ask us when there's games out.
Yeah.
And when we get that one free game
it's too early.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you're gonna see games using their online service real soon. Where's that list I saw? Because it's like April is Mario Kart, so 2 weeks you'll have something using online. May, Minecraft, that'll have online. June, ARMS, that has online. July, Splatoon, that's definitely gonna set up the
Keep in mind, though, you're saying like a game a month, which is still not a lot of games.
I know, but I'm pointing out like Nintendo pushed, I guess Minecraft technically has a Nintendo push on it, but Nintendo specific centric ones that will have Nintendo servers, and that's going to be your best test for how the online's going to be.
Right. Puyo Puyo Tetris, someone mentioned, then that is coming out, I believe, this month or next month.
Yeah,
I think it's near the end of this month.
It's less than 2 weeks. I believe it's like 3 days before Mario Kart. And that's true. I forgot that had online. So there you go. That'll be the next test. Unless that's also peer-to-peer.
I don't know. That's going to do it for questions.
All right.
topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, Facebook group, Discord, John's P.O. Box. What's your game of the week?
Persona 5, all I played.
Mine is Overwatch. If you guys haven't heard of this game, it's pretty good. Check out that event. It's pretty fun. That'll do it. We'll be back next week. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to go finish Fast and the Furious 6.
All right. Go enjoy. Bye.